The Tarleton K-12 Science Education Initiative will address a critical need to provide field research experiences for ESL learners by providing opportunities for public school teachers and their classes to interact with trained Tarleton education and biology majors at Timberlake Biological Field Station and at Tarleton's Agricultural Center. Tarleton education students participate in the program as part of their classwork, taking part in a semester-long project that both prepares these future teachers to engage ESL learners and build self-efficacy to teach scientific concepts they learn through field research. Tarleton biology students will receive credit from Tarleton's Applied Learning Experience program. Participation also qualifies the biology students for related student worker positions as field trip leaders at Timberlake. Phase 1 of the Tarleton K-12 Science Education Initiative occurs early in the semester at the Timberlake Biological Field Station, where education and biology students work together in small groups to assist in collecting data for ongoing long-term Timberlake projects, such as establishing restoration protocols for crop and grazing lands to increase biodiversity.
The purpose of this project from the ESL perspective is to provide an opportunity for our ESL pre-service teachers to practice teaching science to ESL and bilingual students in an authentic environment.
And so basically the idea of this is that they bring out two sections of the same class for professional development for educators. And on our side, we brought out 8 volunteer biology students, and they're going to work together to make field trip activities for Timberlake.
Not only do our pre-service teachers eventually teach science content to English language learners, but today they're also out here teaching the biology students how to teach. They're teaching them the pedagogy of science.
Phase 2 takes place on the grounds of the Tarleton Agricultural Center outside of Stephenville. Education majors work with ESL students who are bused in from surrounding communities. In this case, Tarleton biology students will work closely with education majors to develop the procedures and pedagogy of each field research experience.
So I feel like that this is a really important experience for us as education majors because we got to learn how to teach outside of the classroom. We have been confined to 4 walls for all 4 years of education.
We find that our students sometimes need that hands-on experience in order for them to learn exactly what is intended through the textbooks.
A lot of the kids nowadays don't play outside, they play video games all the time, and I think this helps them not only connect with nature again, it helps get them excited about being outdoors, but it's also much easier to learn.
One of the books that I've read recently was called Last Child in the Woods, and I thought it was prophetic. I mean, it talks about how kids have disengaged from nature and that they're beginning to see some disorders. Then children, I never thought about it creating a disorder in a child, so this type of opportunity happening multiple times in the school year is something that I think is going to be very beneficial for our kids.
Phase 3 occurs at Timberlake. After having tested the field trip activities and being trained in teaching during Phase 2, Tarleton biology students will now run the same field trip activities at Timberlake. Education students will be on hand as well to support the process. Final documents describing the activities will be posted online and shared with the Undergraduate Field Experience Research Network, or UFERN, sponsored by the National Science Foundation. Participating public school students will come from smaller rural districts surrounding the field station that usually do not have the funds for a field trip. This grant proposal, if funded, would cover the travel costs associated in visiting the Timberlake Biological Field Station for educational outreach opportunities. Data collected at Timberlake will be compiled and presented at scientific conferences and published in peer-reviewed journals. It will be an exciting cooperative venture and a springboard for greater scientific accomplishments for ESL, Tarleton biology and education majors, and Tarleton faculty. And it all starts with the Tarleton K-12 Science Education Initiative. Thank you for your support.